Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality.
Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Christopher, aka the Bronze Age Nerd, coming at you for Best Coast Comics. I am not joined by my co-host. Don't worry, he'll be here. Unfortunately, his job, he's a driver for a construction company, ended up throwing some overtime his way, and he doesn't really have a choice about it. So he's going to be working for a little bit longer, probably finishing up and trying to head home right about now. But he probably won't join the show until we're a little bit in progress. So I just want to remind everybody that we are streaming today on my channel. We're also streaming over on Bigby's channel. It's probably really concerning if you're watching on Bigby's channel. Where's Bigby? He'll be here, I promise. And we're also streaming over on the EXP. So you got lots of places you can go watch us streaming today. Today's show is primarily going to be a claim sale. It's going to be, laid back. We're going to have lots of great books to offer up for you. Lots of cool stuff coming your way. We're going to chat a little bit. We can hang out and talk about other stuff while we're slinging books too, of course. I do want to take a second to say hello to everybody. Richard Westfall. Hey, Richard, what's up? Made it in is the first official chat that I see on my side. That's awesome. Derek, who I was hanging out with Derek over on Comic Tropes' Comic Tropes After Dark weekly spinner rack show. What's up, Derek? And GTK Comic. I saw him in there as well. What's up, GT? And yeah, what's up, man? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night. A few things. Speaking of Comic Tropes, I'll plug his show real fast, something he's doing, because I'll be there as well. We talked about it a few times. He's got a backup story in this week's issue of Radiant Black that he mostly created himself with a little bit of help from a couple friends, a couple co-creators. So he's going to be doing a signing at Stargazer Comics in Tacoma, Washington, this Wednesday at 4 p.m. local time, Pacific, if you're in the area. So if you want to go to that and go to the signing, pick up a copy of the new comic book, meet Chris from Comic Tropes. I'm going to be there as well. Not like I'm going to be there like co-event or anything like that, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to give him his winning, his PC one from Heroes for Heroes, and I'm going to get my book signed, and I've got one of his Vampirella comics. I'm gonna try to get him to do a remark on it. But anyways, if you want to get a chance to go meet him, I just wanted to kind of plug that because we do like to help our friends of the channel, like Chris is. I want to point this out. This is a really good point from our producer Jay in the back. Because we are streaming to other channels, you may not see other claims. You'll be popping them up on screen in the order we get them in StreamYard, and that's very true. Because there's multiple destinations, you might not see all the other comments. It's all in order for us on our end, so we'll put up the first one we see. So if somebody beats you, standard stream rules apply. If you're like, oh no, that shouldn't have happened, or I feel like I got there first, maybe refresh your stream is a good way to do that. Like I said, we're streaming on lots of places. We're on all 3 YouTube channels. There's plenty of places to go stream for us. If you want to have anything brought up, let me know. I will have quite a selection of stuff, like a different variety of stuff. I know Bigby has a lot of stuff too, of course, that he'll be bringing. What's up, Eddie Von B? How's it going? And Jay is in the house as well, of course. I will have a sticker for everybody. These are the new stickers I got from Dr. Plagueis. You kick these down. I got I got a bunch of these. Actually, that's just one stack. But anybody ordering from me is going to get a sticker. You're going to get some free cards, that kind of stuff. The way shipping works, I'll just kind of get that out of the way real fast. And people can kind of help if people are asking in chat. You can kind of help remind them. There's basically going to be a claim form that anybody who picks up an item is going to fill out. It's this form right here. And it's in the description of the video if you need an easy link to get to click on or whatever as well. But yeah, it's this little form you fill out. It asks for your address. It asks for your name that you use on YouTube or wherever you're watching. And then it asks for what you claimed. And that goes directly to me and to Bigby. And then we can, get you your stuff and get you like your invoice and all that. For shipping, it's going to be the price of whatever the shipping is. If you're buying raw comic books, expect to spend, if you're in the United States, up to $10-ish. Unless you're buying a ton of comic books. We'll help out with the shipping a little bit if it gets really ridiculous. I would say don't worry about the shipping. It's going to be pretty standard stuff. I do have slabs. I'm not really planning on showing off the slabs, but I've got slabs too if that's what you're into. Just let me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate all the hands I can get. I've got some sections of stuff. A lot of this is what I had at the Frankenstein comic swap I went to not that long ago. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Collector P? By the way, Collector P, I owe you a package, so I'll kind of mention this. When I'm shipping out all the stuff from people tonight, I will ship out the packages that I owe people as well. Dr. Plagueis is an awesome guy. But everything's kind of already priced. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock 1% off of everything you see. So from whatever I have it priced on the show, you're going to get a discount. I've got DC, I've got X-Men, I've got Marvel keys, Gold Key, Harris Comics, not Harris Comics, Harvey Comics, Spider-Man, Star Wars, Avengers, Fantastic Four, a lot of that kind of stuff. So if there's anything you're into, just let me know. But I'll get started on mostly showing keys, just because that's what people like really get excited about a lot of times. And I'll show these things kind of quickly just to keep the show going. I'll talk about them for a second. I'll pull them down until they're claimed they're available. Just let me know what you're looking for on it. So let's start with nice little key for everybody. I have this in a VF plus. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say VF on it because there's a little bit of a stain at the top. Alpha Flight number 1. I had this at the show for $15. So if you want this tonight, $12 on the Alpha Flight number 1. You can just say claim Alpha Flight or, Alpha Flight or whatever, and you can claim that. You claim the word sale. By the way, Comic Tropes, we were just talking about your signing of coming up Wednesday because I'm going to be there supporting you and getting my stuff signed and picking up some of your copies of Radiant Black. Hopefully getting you to do a remark. So definitely go check out Chris over there. The word sale, oddly enough, is not on sale. There's that inflation hit really hard on the word sale. But anyways, nice copy of Alpha Flight number 1. If you need a copy of that, $12. A little bit of a discount from where I had it at the comic swap. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start off with some keys. I got lots of variety though, so if you're looking for something, yes, I do have some Bronze Age horror. I'm trying to think if I have any modern horror. I do have some Bronze Age horror I was going to get to a little bit later in the show. Mostly DC stuff, House of Mystery, House of Secrets. So if you're into that, let me know, and I'll kind of move that up in the show. Hey, what's up, Awesome Sauce? I love this cover. This is Warren Liu doing Wonder Woman Black and Gold. I'll just straight up admit, these are spendy. This is Wonder Woman Black and Gold. Gorgeous cover by Warren Liu. I had this for the show at $85. I will do it tonight for $75 for the Wonder Woman Black and Gold. That's a Near Mint Plus copy. This was in my, back when I was like planning to submit more stuff to CGC, that was in my submit to CGC pile. So $75 on that. I do not have G.I. Joe 155. I'm so sorry, Comic Tropes. I personally don't have that issue. So, unfortunately, I don't have it. Maybe Stargazer will have it on Wednesday. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll have a couple copies for us. I'm waiting for it. Bigby was going to do this like really cool. Oh, wait, here he is. So I did get the message. So I'm gonna do this for something for Bigby real fast because he's joining late. He's still working. So he had this. He calls it Bigby's Bodaciously Big Beautiful Braggadocious Book Bundle Bonanza, or he's gonna make me do that. So the bundles are going to contain 8 books minimum. They might contain slabs. We're going to do these in a best offer format. The way we do best offer, like on the EXP, which is kind of the format I'm borrowing this from, we'll kind of do this for about 5 minutes or so. It's going to start at $25. He guarantees there's going to be $40 worth of value. And if the offers keep going up, he'll keep throwing in books. He's dead serious. If it gets up to like $1,000, he'll throw in like monster keys and stuff like that too. But yeah, we'll see where it gets. So he has a bunch of categories. I'm gonna pick, because Chris mentioned G.I. Joe. I'm gonna pick G.I. Joe as one of the categories. He did have some premium categories we can do too, but we're gonna start off with one of the basic ones. So we're gonna run a timer for about 5 minutes. Basically, if somebody says $25, they'll start, and if somebody says, you can just type B $30, then he'll throw in more books, right? So it's kind of like a stacker if you've ever done one of those before. But we're gonna do a G.I. Joe one. He guarantees at least $40 in value on a $25 start, which is pretty awesome. So I've got a timer going on my phone. Go ahead and get in on that right now, and we will see what's up. Let's see. How about the first appearance of Speedball? Which annual was that? I always forget the number. Annual 22. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 22. Pretty good copy. Let me double check the condition. I'd say like maybe near mint minus. There's one little non-color breaking tick on it there that you're probably going to want to get pressed if you're submitting that kind of thing. I had this for $15 at the show, $12 on first appearance of Speedball in ASM Annual 22. Ooh, that sounds really cool. For those that don't know, Chris's wife does some painting, and I'm super excited to see what that looks like. This is kind of neat. A little bit older. It's in, I'll call it high low grade, if that makes any sense. Kind of a low grade book. This is DC All-Star Western #2. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thanks for highlighting that, Jay. Not necessarily more books, but definitely more value. Okay. So the whole idea is he's going to increase the value. I'm glad you're watching on the sidelines there, waiting in the wings to correct me, because I needed it. But anyways, this is All-Star Western #2 from DC Comics. This is the first appearance of El Diablo. Like I said, it's kind of a lower grade book. But that's kind of a neat book there. If you're into some older stuff, 15-cent All-Star Western #2, first appearance of El Diablo. You can kind of see the flaws there. That's why I call it lower grade. Not quite a reader, but definitely lower grade. So I had that for $20 at the show. Tonight I will offer it up for $17. I do not have number 10, Ken. Sorry about that. I bought like a weird collection that had that kind of. I have a bunch of like Rawhide Kid and Outlaw Kid and that kind of stuff in it, but that was kind of the book I had there. Let's see. This is kind of neat. Punisher is kind of cool right now, right? Because of the new Born Again series. Try to keep it spoiler light here. But I think everybody knew John Bernthal's coming back for that show. This is a reprint of ASM 129. It's the Liongate reprint. Kind of a neat book there. I think I had this for what, $15. We'll do it tonight for $12. It has a bit of a pressable crease along the spine, not color breaking, but I mean it's like a spine rule kind of crease almost. But you could definitely press that out. $12 on that. Near mint copy of ASM 129 Liongate film reprint. Any Marvel Tales or Classic X-Men, especially Classic X-Men 39. I don't have Classic X-Men 39. Derek. Different speed. That's a different speedball. I do have Marvel Tales, though. Let me see what I've got for Marvel Tales here. Okay, so Adam, for Marvel Tales, I have, and I know that you're just going to care about the numbers mostly, but I have Marvel Tales 13. Featuring Sandman, plus Thor and Giant Man. I have Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man, number 63. A little Electro story there. I have Marvel Tales 41 featuring Spider-Man. 3 guesses why we call this story a disaster. Okay, so that was the end of the G.I. Joe Bigby's Bodacious Mini Bees box. But yeah, Marvel Tales 41. Most of these are $3 books, except for that first one, which was like an $8 book. Marvel Tales 42 featuring Spider-Man. The Brand of the Brainwasher. Awesome Mary Jane there on the cover. That's kind of cool. Marvel Tales 43 starring Spider-Man. I think that's reprinting the first appearance of Kingpin. I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I remember. And Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 53. So those are the ones I have tonight, unless some got mixed up. But just to give you those numbers again real fast, Adam, because I know you're just listening. That was number 13, 41, 42, 43, 53, and 63. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris, the comic vet. Man, we got all the Chris's in here tonight. I'm a Chris. We got Chris Comic Tropes. We got Comic Vet Chris. What's up? And a couple of those people you definitely should go subscribe to. The Comic Vet is definitely somebody you should go check out on the YouTubes, like he does the Only Slab show with Rob's Fat Stacks every week. Got to go check that out. Just make sure I didn't miss any Marvel Tales. I've also got, I know you're a Daredevil fan, Adam. I've got Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and Daredevil in Marvel 2-in-1 number 3. Got that for $8 tonight. Very cool book. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Comic Tropes. I should have seen that one coming. I've also, by the way, while we're talking Marvel 2-in-1, I've got Marvel 2-in-1 The Thing in Black Widow. That's issue number 10 of Marvel 2-in-1. I've got that for $5. Some of the low number Marvel 2-in-1s. Had a couple doubles of those. For those that are interested. And I've also got, man, lots of Marvel Spectaculars, Marvel Feature, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel's Greatest Comics. A lot of those reprint kind of books. My son is also named Bort. Let's Let's do some rapid fire, cheaper stuff. I've got Marvel Fanfare 38. I couldn't tell you there's anything special about that book, but hey, 50 cents. Dope Moon Knight cover. 50 cents for Marvel Fanfare number 38. 38. I've also got Marvel Mangaverse or Mangaverse, however you're going to expect me to say that. I don't know. Issues 1, 2, and 3. I think I had those originally for, let's see, that would be $3. So $3 for the set, $1 a book there. That's not too bad. Do I have a Marvel Team Up number 3? Let me double check. Yeah, and requests, especially like titles or characters, absolutely throw them my way. Do I have a Marvel Team Up number 3? Looks like my earliest number that I have is number 6. Sorry about that. So yeah, $3 for the Marvel Mangaverse books 1 through 3. You actually get to be helpful tonight. Yeah, this is more up your alley. Bort keychains. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm excited. I got a new microphone coming, I think Wednesday. So excited for that. This one wasn't super happy with it. It was okay, but I wasn't super happy with it. Let's see. So was it Eddie that requested horror? Let's see here. Yeah. Somebody else requested horror too. So I have Secrets of Haunted House, probably about a 5.0 copy. Secrets of Haunted House number 2 from DC. Like I said, mid-grade. I'll do that one for let's see, I've had value at about $6. Let's do it for $5 tonight. $5. That is Secrets of Haunted House number 2 from DC. That's pretty cool. Ernie Chan cover. $5 on that. Let's do some House of Mystery. All right, this is House of Mystery from the first volume, issue 234. Another Ernie Chan cover right there. The value listed at this one is I have it at about a 5.5. The value for that would be $16. So let's do $15 on that. If anybody is looking for some House of Mystery. And I've got a few more House of Mysteries. What I'll do is I'll just show them real fast. That's issue 231. And if anybody's interested, we'll kind of dive into price and condition and all that. So 231, 232. Okay, so Bigby, let's do that one next. I'll just show that real fast. 232, nice little, I was going to say not Phantom of the Opera, I guess, but masquerade kind of cover there with the skull. So we're going to do the Bigby's Bodacious, Braggadocious Box of Brilliance. I'm going to change the name every single time. So I have 5 minutes starting on that. Again, that's at least $40 in value. Starts at $25. We're taking best offers on it. So if your best offer comes in at, $50 or $60, he will increase the value of that. He's so confident in these that if you're like a YouTuber, Instagrammer, he encourages you to do the unboxing live to show off the stuff you get. He's going to make it juicy. He's going to make it real juicy. Way creepier than it sounds, but I bet you it's going to be awesome. So you got 4.5 minutes running on that one. You can just do like a Bigby type tier, just like 4Bs or whatever. $25 start to get in on that, or as much as you want to put down on it, he'll make it a modern horror extravaganza with more valuable books, or possibly more books, depending on how much you put into it, either quality or quantity. I also have House of Mystery 241. That's a very cool cover. Let's see here. Ricardo Villagran cover. Neat cover. So we have that one too. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of getting over a cold, but shouldn't be too big of a problem tonight. Let me look up some of these other ones here. I got some House of Secrets from the first volume of House of Secrets. Luis Dominguez cover here, issue 118. No escape from the House of Secrets. So again, if you're interested in these, just let me know. We'll kind of go over condition and price. This is issue 111, Nick Cardy cover. Yeah, very creepy. I don't have any Neil Adams Batman, Chris. Hey, we got another Chris. We're all gathering tonight. No, I'm looking for some Neil Adams Batman, but I'm sorry, I don't have any. Great question. Another Luis Dominguez cover. This is issue 129 of House of Secrets. Yep, absolutely, man. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because we talked about all these like Bronze Age horror, I guess, like, post-code horror books, basically, not that long ago on the show. And then I just like fell into a short box full of them, basically. Got House of Secrets 133, Ernie Chap cover. This place is like a morgue. Ooh, nice. That's a nice pickup, Chris. And then we've got House of Mystery. I don't think I have that one, but let me double check. Yeah, earliest I go on House of Mystery is 182. And then this isn't. Oh, I do actually know. Here's one other Bronze Age horror book I did grab too. I know this is a nicer book. I'm trying to remember what the key significance was of this. I just grabbed all these because people were requesting it before the show. So sorry I didn't have the prices and info looked up ahead of time. I wanted to grab it. Oh, it's a Nick Cardy cover. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is Secrets of Sinister House, number 8. That's a very cool cover. Another 20 center DC horror book. I gotta look up the cover artist on this because this book is just weird looking. All right, that was the timer for our our Bigby box. Who's the cover artist? Joe Orlando is the cover artist on this book. I think it's just a fun cover. It's Inferior 5, number 11. It's just kind of it's a booty cover, kind of a mischief cover, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't really call it horror, but you got a monster on the front there. I just kind of grabbed that book too. So yeah, I got that as well. All right. So any interest on any of the Bronze Age horror, we can talk about it. Let me know. I just wanted to pull that for Eddie, who was asking. Let's go back to some keys. I know somebody, I think Adam was also asking about, I think you were specifically asking about the title Classic X-Men, but probably some X-Men fans in here. And I do have some older X-Men. I've got, let's see, X-Men 41, low grade copy of that. One of the Origin of Cyclops issues, classic X-Men book there. We could talk about it. Very low grade on that. Got a high grade copy, probably about a VF Plus there on first full appearance of Alpha Flight, Uncanny X-Men 121. So if anybody's interested in any X-Men, I'll kind of go through what I have for X-Men, like the larger keys or classic issues. X-Men 128. Let's see, do I have anything else in this stack? Yeah, I do. Got a low grade copy of X-Men 140. Got X-Men 132, part of the Dark Phoenix saga. So again, any interest in any of those, you just shout and we'll talk about prices and condition. Just trying to see what floats people's boat so far. Last X-related book, First Lady Deathstrike, Alpha Flight 33, newsstand for those that care. Pretty good condition on that too. And then let's get into some cool stuff here. This is, if you're a Clayton Crane fan, pretty awesome book here. It is Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider #1 from Scorpion Comics. It's like a Virgin Cosmic Ghost Rider cover, but it is signed by Clayton Crane. Does have the COA on the back. These are pretty spendy. I have this for $125 listed. Tonight I'll offer it for $100. Near mint copy, signed by Clayton Crane with the COA from Scorpion Comics. What else we got? People are interested in. Hey, Battle Beast has a new book coming out. This is pretty neat. This is Skybound X25, the spot foil, I guess you'd call it, Tyler Kirkham Battle Damaged Battle Beast book. It's got that. I don't know if I can get the shiny to show. Can I get the reflection to show that? Not really, but yeah, it's got like that spot foil treatment. Very bloody, very bloody. I had this for $60 at the show. I'll offer that tonight for $50. Bigby, if you're still watching or listening, what kind of box would you like to offer up next, sir? And I will get going on that. How about the first appearance of the New Warriors? I have this. Needs a press, but most of the damage looks pressable. Let's do $15 on Mighty Thor 412 newsstand edition for those that care. First appearance of the New Warriors. First full appearance, I should say. I'll offer this tonight for $10. ASM 257. First Puma. Black suit classic issue there. And I know DC is going to be crossing over with Marvel again here pretty soon. So let's do DC versus Marvel Comics #1. There is one. It's a thicker cardstock cover. There's one significant spine tick right here that does break color. I can't remember if there was any direct or newsstands of this, but got the barcode on it if you care about that. I have that listed for 25. Let's do that tonight for $15. $15 DC versus Marvel #1. So Bigby, I don't know if he's listening or watching. Let's do. Yeah, I mean, chat. What kind of stuff are you looking for one of those boxes? If you want to run with, if you have any interest in running one of the Bigby boxes, trust me, he knows how to load up a box. Again, sounds terrible. He knows how to load up a box. I'll stay with it. I'll just, Captain America, Batman, X-Men, Superman, Spider-Man, Jim Lee, Good Girl Art, Transformers, Silver Surfer, Daredevil, Batman, X-Men. I think I already said X-Men, Venom, Spider-Man, whatever you're into. And speaking of Spider-Man, I'm going to offer first appearance of Spider-Boy. The Ramos cover, which the spoiler variant, I believe. Spider-Man #7, first appearance of Spider-Boy. I think this goes for about $25. I'll offer it tonight for $20. This is a near mint plus copy. So I did read the list. I did. You're on a delay or whatever, I guess, probably. Yeah, let's see what else. What else are people into? Those of you watching, let me know what you're into, and I'll try to cater to that. Both with Bigby stuff and mine. Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Man, you could clean up some steals right now because we're not seeing a whole lot of action, so you could come in and take it. Yeah, me too. I'm excited for Battle Beast. First appearance of Psycho Pirate in DC Showcase number 56. Kind of a lowish mid-grade copy there, but presents pretty well. Like, it's got nice crisp colors. Very cool book. I had that for 60. Let's do 50 on that tonight. If you're interested, it does have, some spine damage. But Dr. Fate, Our Man, little first Psycho Pirate there for everybody. And got a copy of $6 Million Man #1. Very cool. All new, the $6 Million Man #1, which I had for $45 of the show. We'll do that for $40 tonight. Knocking dollars off. Not a book you see every day. Let's see. I don't have Showcase 37. Ken, sorry about that. Any 90s Cap or Iron Man from the 90s? Don't think I have any 90s Cap or Iron Man, at least not with me. Hey, no worries, Awesome Sauce. Have a good night. Hey, what's up, Lyle? So for those that are just joining in, Bigby's going to join us in progress. If you have requests, I mean, Bigby might have some of those that he could offer up in one of his boxes. I'm not 100% sure what era he has stuff from. Yeah, absolutely. You betcha. So we're taking requests, trying to show stuff off. I don't have Hulk 333. Here is $6 Million Man #1. Outside of its plastic prison. Definitely needs a cleaning. Bigby says he can run 90s Cap or Iron Man. Got nice page quality. No. Yeah, we got change for that, Eddie. No worries. So yeah, it's in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of get that to focus. The corner there and the corner there have, probably the most obvious blunting. They got some spine ticks. It's mid-grade to, it's pretty good for mid-grade though. But just try to give you the best pictures I can on it. A few spine ticks. But yeah, $40 in NFTs, right? So Bigby says you can run 90s Cap or Iron Man. So if you want to make an offer on either one of those boxes, that was Chris, right? Yeah, Chris. So he's got man hands. Definitely. Okay. ETA 25 minutes for Bigby, so he can show us some stuff. I think the boxes were still going to be kind of more of a mystery. Hey, that's nice. The more surprising piece of information here, Eddie, is that we had multiple copies of Action Comics #1 around to sell. I didn't even know I had any, so that's impressive. I'm gonna double check on the numbers here for you, Chris. I'm pretty sure I don't have the Cap. It was 364. You know what? I feel like I might. I know I've got a copy of 362, and I feel like I have a few more of those issues around there that I just haven't listed. But I didn't. It's definitely not easy for me to reach right now. But you could maybe get back to me at a later date about that one. And then Hulk 333 we're looking for. Not Hulk. Let's see. I've got 330, which is the first Todd McFarlane on Hulk, and then 331, and then I jumped to 340, the Wolverine cover. So I don't have that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely. So if you were interested, are you interested more in Cap or Iron Man for one of those Bigby boxes? Because I could definitely run that. Oh, I know, man. This is designed to be a little banter. I do hope to eventually mix in a sale or two, but that'd be ideal. But yeah, I don't mind the banter at all. But they're just reprints. Yeah, there you go. I don't have any. I don't even have any of the reprints. I have like a digital copy, but I don't have any of the physical ones. Okay, I'm gonna show some more books here. I believe this is Ji-Hung Lee doing an awesome She-Hulk cover here. This was a really fun exclusive. You either love it or you hate it, probably. It's kind of polarizing on the way he drew her figure. I liked it. I had this for $50. I'd be willing to take a little bit off if anybody's interested in that. Take it down to like 55 or brain's tired. 45 for anybody that's interested. I think that's a pretty good price on that. You still go for a good amount when people are interested in these. Nice virgin cover. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What's up, Callie? I've got a third print copy of The Killing Joke. Tells third print by the orange color there. So if anybody's looking for a Killing Joke, what did I have that for? 30. So we'll do that for 25 tonight. If you want a little Killing Joke to read. Okay, pretty much strict horror. Yeah, and I know Halloween issues. Oh, okay. I mean, I might, but nothing that comes to mind. Strange stuff like Alf humping the seal. I mean, that Inferior 5 is pretty strange that I had. No, I gotcha. First, Yelena Belova in Inhumans, number 5. Killer Black Bolt cover there. I had that for 65 at the show. Tonight I'll offer it for 50. First, Yelena. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind the hanging out and bantering. I mean, and you know, the problem is that for me, if I had all my stuff like within reach, I would be much more easily able to get into like requests and stuff. Unfortunately, most of my collection's upstairs, and it would take forever for me to run upstairs and grab something specific. So I kind of just try to keep it to what I have within reach. But I'm willing to look up stuff and see if I actually have a copy of it, and we can always talk about it. Captain America 25. This is there's a few books that people collect for this, but first Sam Wilson is Captain America. I had this for $20 at the show. We'll take 15 on it tonight. If you're interested in that. No, you're not annoying, dude. You're not annoying me. The more people hanging out, the better. And like I even described the show, we wanted this to be like a laid back kind of claim sale. I did, and it's not his fault. If he's listening, I'm not blaming him. I'd hope to have Bigby here, which we kind of, you get some variety going between our books because he has a lot of different stuff than I do. But hey, it is what it is. He'll be here soon. Probably about another 20 minutes or so. Got Harley Quinn 24. This is another Warren Liu exclusive, doing the ASM 601 homage. Had this for $60 at the show. Tonight, I'll offer it for $50. Near Mint Plus. Submit it if you're into that kind of thing. One of, if not my favorite covers of all time, despite the yellow banner at the top. Uncanny X-Men 132. Death of the Phoenix. Love this book. Love this book. I've got that. Had it for $40 at the show. We'll do 35 on it tonight. It's probably about a VF minus. All my grades are estimates, folks. Just keep that in mind. I'm doing my best, but I could definitely give you a low, mid, high. Some of these books where the grade matters, a little more fine detail. We can always take a closer look at it. Transformers #1 from the Marvel run. First in a 4-issue limited series. It was so successful they ended up keeping it on. This is got some spine ticks. Still a nice book. I think I had it for $110 at the show. I'll do $90 on it tonight. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Classic book. I was going to go to bed, but my wife is sound asleep and hogging the bed, so I'm just going to let her sleep. That seems like a real good plan. She won't catch you with a knife. Another X-Men key that I forgot I had in the stack. This is a mid-grade copy. First appearance of Kitty Pryde and White Queen. X-Men 129. Yeah, firmly in the mid-grade. Plenty of spine ticks there. I had this at the show for 70. I'll knock this down to $50 if anybody wants that tonight. X-Men 129. Hey, what's up, Travis? From your other account. He's operating from the alt side. Gone through so many books already. If there's anything you're interested in, just let me know. This is the first appearance on the cover. I don't know. To me, it's the first appearance of the Red Hulk. People have different opinions on it. It's Red Hulk #1 from the Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness run. Still kind of a hot book. This one does have a couple flaws on it. I had it for 85 at the show. I will go down to 70 on that. It does have a few spine ticks. But there you are. Get your flaming red hot rage on. Got a nice copy here of the first appearance of James Hudson, aka Guardian from Alpha Flight or Vindicator, depending on which era he's in. Got a few ticks on this one, but it's a pretty good book for a 35 center key. I had 120 on the show. Let's do 110 on that. 110 on that X-Men key from the early 100s there for you. And then if Chris is still around, and then I'll leave you guys wondering which one I mean, because there's like 7 of us in here. He was asking about X-Men, G.I. Joe 150, 145, 155, whatever. This is G.I. Joe 144. Origin of Snake Eyes issue from late in the run. I had 25 on it at the show. Man, that's giving a lot of white balance problems there. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'll do 20 on that. 20 on that bad boy. So I keep saying that, right? It was the Frankenstein comic swap. It was the first time I ever vended. And claiming was that the G.I. Joe, Travis? Just looking for verification on that. So it was last weekend. G.I. Joe. Okay, cool. You got it, brother. Let me get your name on that. And then I still need to square you up on that Jim Lee Wolverine, so we can kind of do that at the same time or whatever, and I can get those books to you through Brian or next time I see you or whatever, if that's cool, or I can ship them out to you, whatever you want. Travis, we do have a form that we ask people to fill out. I'm sure Jay is going to be super happy to put that link in the chat again for us. It's also in the description of the video. It is, you know what? It is pretty badass. It is pretty badass. So there's the form link. It just got dropped. Okay, yeah. So make sure you go claim it though, just to kind of let the EXP know that we're getting claims in and keeping us all squared away. And you can do that, now or at the end of the show. It's usually better to do it right away because people forget. What's up, Swag? Hey, Swag. You want to get a first copy or first appearance of Silver Surfer? Got FF48 here for you. This is probably a good copy. I had this for $650 at the show. It does have a detached cover. Still, in demand book right now. I'll knock something off of that for you. So we'll do it for $600 tonight. I'm kind of just kidding, by the way, Swag. I'm sure you already got a copy, or if you do, it's probably even a better condition copy than that. Universal Monsters are your jam. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the closest I get to Universal Monsters is I have like that first appearance of Frankenstein and X-Men. What is that, 41? I figured you did. I think you've got like the 48, 49, 50, right? You've got all of them, right? I feel like I've seen them on your wall before. So we got Travis down for the claim on that. G.I. Joe. What else can we offer? Brian should be here pretty soon. Captain Marvel 18 from the original volume. Ken? Oh, you did? Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty good time to sell FF. If I planned on holding that, I would, but I don't think I need to. Captain Marvel 18. Yeah, okay, cool. Do I have a copy of 18? Is a great question. No, unfortunately, I've only got issue 3, and then I jumped to 23. Hey, what's up, John? Did you end up opening your box of goodies, John? Oh, you know what? You know, because you got Excel on your mind. Actually, hang on a second. So you just reminded me. I mean, it's not really what you're talking about, but hey, maybe somebody will be interested. Good Lord, I forgot how hard it is. The numbers on these are all in the indicia or whatever. But I do have some Boris Karloff. Speaking of Frankenstein, it's not what you're looking for necessarily, but got some Boris Karloff Tales of Mystery. If you're looking for some really good deals on some older books here, I had these at $8 each. Most of these go for in the condition they're for about $10 to $15 online. And I can look up numbers for anybody if you want to know, but I'll just show those off real fast. And Bigby should be joining us soon, folks, to give some fresh content. Straight off of working like a 16-hour day. Feel bad for him. But I know these are still in kind of demand for people. Some 20 centers. So I just kind of reminded me I do have some adjacent stuff. It's not Universal Monsters, but you reminded me. Oh, nice. Right on. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I forgot I had those. Thanks for reminding me. I've also got some Man from U.N.C.L.E. right next to that too. I know those are some of the more desirable Gold Key. If anybody wants Gold Key, let me know. I've got a whole bunch of the Mickey, the Mickey, the Bugs Bunny, Tweety, all that stuff. Nice. Okay. Nice. Love to see it, John. Thanks, Travis. Bigby will be here. He had to work late. Oh, I got some Beagle Boys. Let's see. This one's both these are actually in pretty decent shape. This one I'm only selling for $1. I could look up the number. I've got it in my tracker there, but I've got that one for $1. That's a pretty high grade too. Actually, it's got that little spine roll, but other than that, and then I've got this one is more desirable. I can't remember what issue number it is, but I know it's one of the more desirable ones. It's actually lower grade. I have it for $8. I think it's going for about $10-12 online. So I got a little wiggle room on that, but there you go. If you're interested in either of those, let me know. I don't have any of the Charleston Captain Adams, Ken. Yeah, I don't think any of them are Halloween books. I'll double check real fast. But like I've got Man from U.N.C.L.E., Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Woody Woodpecker, Mickey Mouse and Goofy, Roadrunner, Winnie the Pooh, Porky the Pig, Donald Duck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Tweety and Sylvester, Tom and Jerry, Three Stooges, Mod Wheels, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Pink Panther, Porky Pig, Mighty Mouse, Super Goof. So hopefully you guys could hear me when I'm saying all this. But yeah, I don't have any of the Halloween ones per se. Got some Spidey we'll move on to next. Again, I'm open to requests. But yeah, John, he will be here soon. So never fear. Bigby is near. Yeah. Okay, so is that Disc Heroes, John? I didn't even know that if I'm assuming that's who it is. I didn't even know he was there until Bigby told me. Yeah, okay, cool. That's where I got my Omega Man 3. And another book too. I can't remember what other book I got. All right, Spidey stuff. Kind of random. And again, I'm just trying to, offer up stuff real fast. If you want prices and conditions, just tell me what looks interesting. I got ASM 289. Got Death of Craven, ASM 294. ASM 325. ASM 329, the first appearance of the Tri-Sentinel. ASM 331. Spidey Super Stories from the... No, I don't. No, Eddie, those are good ones. Yeah, I'm actually on the lookout for those. I mean, they're not like the one I'm seriously hunting that much, but I am on the lookout for those. This is an Okazaki 1 in 25 for Miles Morales number 6. Love Okazaki stuff. Ever since he did a Star Wars Visions cover, I've been kind of on his scene. ASM 93, the Gleason variant. I think that's the first Chasm. Maybe I'm wrong, but pretty sure that is. Zhan Zhang. This is a Fan Expo exclusive Spider-Boy Virgin variant. Got a Venom 35, which is Venom 200. First appearance of Dylan Brock as Venom. J. Scott Campbell. Cool book. $12 on that. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm always on that's biggest reason I still collect G.I. Joe comics, which I've told that story a lot on the channel, so I won't repeat it, but that's, he would buy me those. I am blanking on the artist. Shoot, I really feel like I should have that memorized, but really cool variant for Silk number 1. Pardon me. Uncontrollable coughing. Repeat it for those that don't know. Well, my dad would just travel around and buy G.I. Joe comics for me and bring them back. That was kind of the first comic books I actually read that weren't just like ones that were sitting around, like Sad Sack or Beetle Bailey or something like that. But he traveled around and he ended up collecting a lot, and he was kind of a collector for like baseball cards and stuff. So he ended up printing off like spreadsheets And this is in the 80s when spreadsheets weren't something that most people were printing off, with like a number tracker, trying to collect me the whole series. That's the Bartell Women's History Month Spider-Woman cover for $1. Got all kinds of first appearances in some of these books, like these Edge of Spider-Verse books have lots of variants. Web Weaver, and like there's a variant of Craven that appears in there. That's not her first appearance, but it's a spoiler variant for the Black Widow symbiote. But yeah, that's how he was always getting me into comics. I want to say that's a 1 in 25 for Edge of Spider-Verse variant, I think. It's either that or it's a spoiler variant. I'm pretty sure it's a 1 in 25. Pretty sure that's a Kirkham exclusive. So lots of this Edge of Spider-Verse stuff, if anybody's interested. I had a whole bunch of these because, to be honest, I spec'd pretty hard on it. So good deals on these. I know some of these are like 75 cents or, whatever. So if you're interested in some of those, let me know. Let's see. You know what? I don't have. It's funny. I actually pulled some Harley stuff for Christina because she has a box I owe her. There's another clippable comment for you, Jay. I've got a box I owe her from a previous prize pack thing. So I pulled some Harley for her, and I was trying to pull some more, and I'm like, man, most of the Harley I have left is like PC Harley stuff. So, are you kind of just like, are you chasing like cool covers, or are you chasing like early issues? Because, I mean, I might be able to do something. Oh my gosh. I got totally carried away and forgot to mention a couple things actually earlier in the show. Sorry about that. Just got carried away with you guys. But I just want to mention we are streaming over on the EXP, as well as Bronze Age Nerds channel and Bigby McFly's channel. You can check out Minute to Skim It tomorrow on the EXP at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Great show if you want to get like a recap of the comic books that are coming out, kind of a quick format, kind of like a review or like kind of a gut check of like, is it worth picking up? Is it a fun read? Always enjoy watching that show. I just actually got a shipment from Wonderland Comics. You can check them out tomorrow at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Rich Davis is the owner over there. He's like a comic book writer. He's written comic books like Cult of Dracula, for example. I just got a shipment from them today with a couple comic books in it. So I go check out that show and hang out in there every once in a while. I recommend checking out that one. And we'll talk about some other shows coming up later. Yeah, you know what, John? I'm sure we'll be. I don't have anything like I can pull right now, but I'm sure I can probably get some Harley stuff for you. I have a couple like cool cover ones that I might be willing to part with. Actually, you know what? Let me double check. Maybe I did have a Harley. Let's go through some DC here. Ooh, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Right on. So I'm grabbing my DC section of stuff because I haven't really done DC tonight. I'm going to quickly... Oh, here we go. Boom. I got you, John. Talk about a cool cover. This is a Paul Green cover. It was a Comics Corner exclusive. I'm firm on the price on this because he's actually go for a little bit more than this already. How about that? Paul Green and John Royal are the two guys that kind of have that J. Scott Campbell-esque style. Love that book. I ended up getting 2 copies of that. I have that for $30. It's near mint plus. That's Harley Quinn issue number 41. I'm glad I went and looked. Yes, it's absolutely like you can see that on the like a bomber. I don't think Harley's in this book, but that's Batman 111. I got that for $1. I know you're a Batman fan. Batman. Oh, I love this cover. You guys can probably figure out why real fast. Batman Killing Time #6. Or AKA Catwoman Cake cover. Got that for $2. Let's see. Do I have any other Harley in here? Got an appearance of Harley in Catwoman 43. Got that for $1. Yeah, Batman's ripped. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know who summoned you, Dracula. Who has summoned Dracula? We have an actual Dracula in here. Let me just scan the rest of these for Harley covers for you. Oh, there's some cool stuff in here. I love this. You want the Catwoman? Okay. The Catwoman 43 or the Killing Time #6 that has Catwoman's peach all up on it. Got is that Batman 106? Yes, that's the first appearance of Miracle Molly. This is the variant 43. Okay, cool. But Harley up there as well. Oh, I saw something cool happen. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to jump in. I mean, you could probably put yourself in. I guess you're special like that. You got the ability. What's up, Bigby?
Hey.
And I'm joined by my co-host,
Martin Short.
Lady McLaderson.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. All right, John, I got you on the Catwoman 43. Not a bad pickup for $1. Make sure you fill out that form, folks, so people know we're getting claims in. So I've been showing books and yakking for arguably way too long. So Bigby, I know you just probably walked in the door. If you need time, that's cool. But if you want to start showing some books, by all means, brother.
Literally just walked in the door.
Okay.
I was supposed to be off at 1 o'clock today, guys. So I'm sorry. I had all kinds of stuff laid out to get ready and price, and so hey, let's show some books that I got recently. You guys saw. Let's see if anybody wants them.
Sorry, actual Dracula. I guess I did mention Cult of Dracula. You're right. You're right. Ooh.
Ultimate FF #1, nice crispy near mint copy. First appearance of Ultimate Reed Richards, who becomes the Maker. So if you're interested, let me know. I can look up a price on that. I think it's like $8 or $9. I guess I go like 6.
I like that.
Awesome Brian Boland cover on Vamps #1.
Actual Dracula. There you go.
There you go, Drac. Yeah, I love that cover. I'd go $5 on that if somebody wants it.
I'll give you all in chat a minute, but I'm gonna start claiming after that.
One of the more spendy Gen 13 covers. I think I looked it up. It was like 15 or 16 bucks. I'd go like 10 on it if somebody wants it.
Thirst Trap cover.
What's that? Thirst Trap cover. Absolutely.
Boom. There you go.
Legionnaires, Adam Hughes booty cover.
Very nice.
I go like $8 on that. I think it's worth way more than that. Yeah, it's worth way more than that.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Beautiful Adam Hughes Black Widow cover. Really love this one. I go like $4 on that if someone wants. I think that's less than cover price. $4. And let's see. Vampirella Zero from Harris, from their Harris run. Joe Quesada cover. I go like $6 on it if somebody wants it. So got a cool oily Vampirella logo. So there's that. Just grabbing random piles of things that are next to me.
It's all good.
Yeah. You have had some things that you've shown that I'm like, oh, if he doesn't sell that, I want that.
And dude, straight up, this is not like one of those things where like people, I know people say this sometimes as like a sales tactic and that kind of thing. So I understand this could sound like that. There's some stuff I'm amazed people didn't want to claim, but hey, we've got like a smaller pool of viewers, and maybe people just aren't into that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm also amazed they didn't sell the show. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Somebody else gets it later on.
You know, what was it you showed? The battle damage battle beast. Like,
I mean, that goes for way more than that. So
yeah, I'm interested in that. If it doesn't go,
yeah.
And then the first Yelena, I was interested in that one too.
There you go. Okay, while you're grabbing one thing, I'll just show this out here real fast. If you like the absolute stuff, I know Jay was just talking about that. It's got a COA on the back. This is the all-in special #1, signed by Scott Snyder.
There you go.
With the COA. It's the first appearance of all the absolute Batman and Superman characters, that version of them, in the all-in special, signed by Scott Snyder there. $20 on that bad boy right there for you. All right, go ahead, sir. I didn't mean to take away from your spotlight, but I saw you looking.
That was actually probably a good view, the way you had it, where it was close up both of them.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what the audience thinks of that.
Yeah. All right. So I guess just let me know if there's something you like here. It's a bunch of cap I got from Lettuce Comics. So if anybody, I know Travis is in here. So Captain America Annual #4, Jack Kirby cover, Magneto. Nice high grade copy of that.
That's the first appearance of like the new Brotherhood, right?
Is it? Possibly. I'm not sure. I didn't look it up.
I think it's like the second version of the Brotherhood of Mutants.
Captain America #2. I mean #101, which is basically Captain America #2. Jack Kirby goodness. It's probably like a 6.5 copy.
Nice.
So Cap 114.
Folks, this is going to turn into just Bigby and I buying each other's comics. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Cap 164. I don't know if Chris is still in here. He was wanting 90s cap. I think there's some of that in here. This one, somebody colored in the Captain America's A on here. So 205. Colored in his A. 208. Nice copy of that. More Kirby goodness.
I do have a Tech 27 if anybody wants that.
Hey, there you go.
It's foil and it's convention exclusive, but
209. More Kirby goodness.
Ken wants the price on the first 2 caps you showed.
The first 2? All right, let's take a look.
And then Travis wants
the annual and the 101.
205 and 208 for Travis as well.
Okay.
See, we needed Bigby to drop in here because now everybody's excited.
So can you show some stuff while I look those up real quick?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks.
So he's got those prices coming for you, everybody. I did show up that Tech 27 real fast. That is minty fresh. All the things you hate when people say when they sell comics, I'll say. It is near mint plus. Send it off to get it graded if you want to. It's a convention exclusive, New York Comic Con. I'm selling it for $30 tonight. Tonight. I just like this cover a lot because I like Power Girl, Infinite Crisis #2, $6 on that.
It's Jim Lee too.
Jim Lee.
Jim
Lee. If you want to pair it with the first appearance of Jaime Reyes on Infinite Crisis #3,
also Jim Lee.
Yep, $10 on that. Not Jim Lee. I got Michael Turner here. Reintroduction of Supergirl, Superman, Batman #8. Very cool book. Probably part of the basis for the Supergirl movie. At least people were positioning it that way, even though it's really based more on Women of Tomorrow. So I'm not going to say that strongly, but some people view that as part of, new interest in Supergirl for sure. But that's $8. let's see. Got some Art Germ. Yeah. Oh, Eddie. Any reasonable offer we'll listen to. Superman, Batman, World's Finest #1 Art Germ cover. It's in one of those like cloudy bags, but it's in crispy shape and everything. $2 on that. And you just let me know when you're ready, brother.
I am working on it.
Okay.
I'm efforting to get some prices.
Efforting is appreciated. Omega Men #1. $2 on an Omega Men #1 for you.
Okay, so it looks like the annual and the condition it's in is between $10 and $12. And the 101 and the condition it's in is about 35. So how about 40 for the pair? If that sounds fair. Who was that wanted those?
Was that Ken? I think it was Ken.
Ken, let me know if 40 sounds good for the two. And then Trav, I will look up your other he needed 205 and 208.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not more prepared. I was planning on doing some stuff this afternoon.
I forgive you. Chat might roast you, but I forgive you. I'm on your side. People are talking Adam Hughes, that Adam Hughes guy. He said, you said they were about a 6?
6.5 on the 101. The annual is really nice. The annual is probably like a VF plus near mint minus. I would say it's really nice. So yeah, I do 40 for the pair.
It's a nice pair.
So Trav, that you saw that one, that the 205, some little kid had loved it and colored in his A.
Ew.
And then the 208. The 208 is really nice. That's a high grade. So the 205, I will give you with the 208 if you want it. Let's see, 208. The 208. Let's see. Go ahead and show something else if you want, Chris.
I am.
Show your muscles.
No, I'm going to show some Adam Hughes sexiness.
Hey, there you go.
Fairest from Adam Hughes for $5. That's issue 8, I believe. Yeah, issue 8. One of his cooler covers, in my opinion.
Oh, and the 208 is a key. Oh, it's the first appearance of Arnim Zola.
No way, really?
Yep.
Wow, I did not know that was his first appearance.
It's really nice. So I'd say it looks like 12, between 10 and 12 on the 208. I'd go $10 for both of them, Trav, if you want.
Comment from Ken came through. He said he thought it was 101 and a 105. Maybe he misread.
Oh, it was 101 and annual #4. Oh, I did have I had a 114. Yeah, it was annual #4 and then 101 were the first. So these were the first 3 that I showed. Was annual 4 with Magneto from 1977. The square bound book's really nice. And then I had a 114 and a 101.
Yes, Eddie, it was.
Let me look up the 114. That's actually pretty nice.
So he's gonna look that up.
Yeah, let me take a look here.
I've got a so let me know, Eddie, if you're interested in that. It's issue #8, sir. Issue #8 on the Fairest.
Did you see that new Adam Hughes variant cover for that new Peter Pan book?
Yeah, I actually featured it this week on my top 5 not to buy.
Oh, well, there you go. I was almost going to pull some books that were on the hot list. And I was like, I bet they were on Bronze's not to buy list.
I've got this. I cannot remember for the life of me what the key is here, but I know it's a minor key for the Authority stuff. It's Authority #29. I can't remember if it's like an origin or a wedding or some BS. I can't remember. It's $3. If you're interested in the Authority and their spec, there you go. Again, I'm just quickly going through some of these.
So the 114 is probably like a VF minus. Looks like going for about 20 on that one. Did you still want the annual 4, Ken? Because I think the 101 was like 30-ish. If you wanted all 3, I'd go. What did I say before? I said 40.
40 for the pair, I believe.
Yeah, so I go 50 for all 3 if you want all 3. Oh, you just want that 101 and the 114. Let's see, it was 30 and 20, so that's 50. So about 45.
There's a nice booty cover for you. Batman Urban Legend number 5. I think that's I want to say it's a Yoon cover. And I'm doing that for $2. That's a third of cover price. So, hey, if nobody wants, last call for the Captain America annual number 4, because if nobody else wants it, I'm going to claim it. I mean, but if anybody wants it in chat, go for it.
Okay, so Ken has taken the 101 and the 114 for 45. Ken K and Ken, did you tell them about filling out the form?
Yeah. So the form link is it's in the description right now, and I will highlight it again. It's in chat very recently. There it is.
Okay. So 45 for 2.
So fill out that form so we have your shipping information and we can get you your invoice. Again, shipping is going to be like totally, probably less than $10 if you just get a few books.
Shipping.
Yeah, exactly.
Trav, did you want those 2 issues for 10? Didn't see. Did Travis say anything? No.
He said, what Kirby Cap issues?
Okay, well, those were both Kirby Cap issues that you wanted. So, Bronze, did you want that one for 10?
As long as nobody wants it in chat, yes. If somebody comes through right now and says they want it, that's fine, but I'm interested in it.
Okay, you got it. Bronze gets it for 10.
I wanted to give chat first dibs, though, but yeah.
Well, yeah, if Bronze is giving you guys right to override him, but if you don't want it, Bronze is getting it for 10.
Got one of the cooler Hush covers. It's a wraparound or gatefold cover. Batman 619, all the villains. Got that for $10. Near mint copy of that. Really cool book. Again, Jim Lee. We were just talking about him. People seem to like that Jim Lee guy.
Okay, let me get these squared away for you, Trav, and I'll see what else I have.
Sounds good. While you're doing that, I'm going to take us off this view just to make it easier to see stuff. If you need to make yourself, whoa, I did the wrong thing there.
Okay, I'm ready.
If you need to make yourself large again, just let me know.
I'm good to go.
Okay, I'm going to show one more book and then I'll let you take over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Batman 436, first appearance of Dick Grayson. I had it for $8. It's got some spine ticks on it. We'll do it for $5 for Dick Grayson. Batman Year 3. All right, Bigby, you are large and in charge.
Hey. So Cap 216, Cap 234 versus Daredevil, Cap 250, Cap 258. Mike Zeck covers here. The other one was the burn cover. Hey, and then first appearance of Team America.
Oh, nice. That's a good book.
Cap
all are good books.
We were just talking about that. The Black Rider. So 269 or not 269. That is the question. Wait.
Jay brings up a good point, folks. If you can, it's helpful. I mean, if you don't have to say the whole title and number of the book or whatever, but Cap 208 or whatever you're claiming would be very helpful. If you are experiencing any kind of a delay, remember to refresh your feed that you're watching on too?
Cap 273, Mike Zeck cover, real cool. Got Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos.
What do you want for that Team America book?
How about $5?
Okay, so chat, the offer is $5. Once again, if none of y'all claim it, somebody's going to.
I'm putting $5 price tag on it right now, and somebody else can steal it from Bronze, but if not, Bronze gets it.
Yeah, I was just looking at that book the other night. So
cool. Yeah, it's a cool book. Introducing Team America.
Yeah, I mean, you get to a certain point in the show, and it's like, oh well. I mean,
he's showed a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be hitting him up for later on. I'm like, hey, I saw. Oh, I like that. Basically, we're going to be trading. We're not going to be buying.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any cash exchange. Cap 312, first Flag Smasher.
Nice.
Part of the John Walker storyline. 332. I love this cover.
Oh, nice.
It's a beautiful cover. Trav, are you still in here?
I'm pretty sure he is. Maybe
333, also part of the John Walker storyline.
Ooh,
you want that one?
Do you have like pretty much the whole Walker run?
This one's a little lower grade.
Trav wants the 205 to 216.
205 through 216.
Mike Spesher does look a bit like Space Ghost. I agree, Jay.
He does. Trav, how about $6 on 216? Is that fair? We'll figure it out. He can counter offer. I'm putting it down. I'm putting Trav's name on it. So yeah, I already got the other 205 and 208, and then 216. Okay,
sounds good to him.
Yeah, all right. Bronze, which ones of those did you want? Did you want the Walker issues?
Well, I'm just curious if you had like a bundle you might be willing to do for those.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and so do you want 330? I have 332, 333, and then I have 354 with him and the
Yeah, I'm curious what you do for all of them.
Yeah, this one's a little lower grade, but it is a newsie. So
okay.
But yeah, I'll look it up. You go ahead and show some stuff. I'll look them up for you.
Sounds good. And I mean, same thing, chat. If anybody is interested and they want to steal it from me, that's fine too. I don't care.
He'll just retaliate later on.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
This is an elaborate way for me and Bronze to trade with each other. Really, is what's going
on. Got Batman Rebirth #1. First appearance of Gotham boy and girl, or is it Gotham man and girl? I can't remember it right now, but Rebirth #1, kind of fun. I got that for $4. First appearance of the black suit, Superman's, that is, not Spidey's. Action Comics, $6.89, $5 for that. We got some Black Hawk here. You got to be very careful how you enunciate that.
I need some Black Hawk in my life.
The clips are just gonna pour like fine wine. So if you're sitting Black Hawk, just let me know.
Everybody who doesn't need some Black Hawk in their life. Well, 332 varies wildly between 32 and $58.
Jay says he's gonna get a call from Kyle later.
That's a Bronze and Modern Gods thing. They always are making fun of that.
Oh, I mean, there's some comic books you got to be careful about. This is a really nice. It's a super giant DC, not Black Hawk. Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier.
Awesome! I'm so happy, John. He got the demon guy with the chains, right? Is that what you got, John? I'm pretty sure that's what you got. The Bat Demon guy or gal.
That's a good question. For John.
Yes.
But yeah, it's Western Comics. Gosh, I cannot read that number. That's kind of a number 15, I think. But yeah, it's a nicer book from that era of the Western comics. If you're looking for that, got it for $15. There you go, Eddie. I'm not gonna highlight your comment, but there you go. Batman versus Predator, number 3. I love this cover. $2.
Now I gotta find out what I missed.
Batman 500, the die cut cover, $4.
Oh my gosh.
What else we got here? Got a nice fun copy of DC Superpowers. We were talking about that not that long ago on the show. Got that for $3. Superman facing off with Darkseid. All right, so much love for the DC. So much love.
So these 3 on the high end were like 85, and on the low end were like 65. So how about 60 for the 3?
60 for the 3. How about without the, was it 335 or whatever? Without the,
that's actually the cheapest book of a lot.
Okay.
How about 55?
Let me think on that.
How about 50?
Well, you don't got to keep lowering the price for. I mean, the fine folks in the chat might pick that up. I just got to think about what I got coming out here. Yes, it is Nightfall. Yes, Nightfall issue. Correct.
Well, you had that Yelena issue I wanted for 50. So
true. That's true. It would
I would trade you these 3 straight up for that Yelena issue.
Okay, but I want the chat to get a chance to get in on it too.
Okay.
I'd rather you make the cash sale than do a trade personally, but
well, I'm going to write your name on it. But if somebody else in the chat wants it, let me know. I'm going to put bronze, and I'm going to say for Yelena.
Bronze and Bigby swap books.
That's right. Bronze and Bigby trade comics live.
All right, guys. If you don't buy any of my DC books, I'm going to be forced to sell some Fantastic Four.
Hey, Fantastic Four sells really well. You saw my video.
No, I was just kidding.
I have some more Captain America to show. Let's see.
Please do. I'm going to make you the predominantly large screen here.
Keep it even. That's fair.
No, that's fine. I'm going to be putting books away for a second, so by all means.
3.
I do have slabs, Son of Chrome.
Crom is just a slabs guy now. So.
Oh, I forgot you're only slabs now. That's right.
Yeah. 359. I think this is part of the first. There's like 2 or 3 cameos of Crossbones, then his first full appearance.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, it's one of Crossbones' cameos. 359. 370. We got a Diamondback booty cover. Wasn't it you that was saying something about Diamondback, or was that Lettuce Comics?
I don't think it was me.
So they had a crush on Diamondback. 372. This is when Cap's addicted to drugs.
You ever seen Captain America? You ever seen Captain America on drugs?
This is your Cap. This is your Cap on drugs. 373. Also, Streets of Poison issue. Trav, I don't know if you need any of these later issues. 376. Also Streets of Poison. 378. Streets of Poison with Crossbones. 394. Last Battle with the Red Skull. And then getting close to the end of the run on the volume 1, where they're actually really low print run. 447. And 448. I think they only go I think it's maybe 2 or 3 more issues, and that's the end of the volume 1 run. So 448. Somebody might want this. This is a kind of a very cool book.
Oh,
Captain
hell yeah.
America Annual number 8.
What do you got on that?
Let me look.
That's the Zet cover I need. So I'm gonna go splitties again because Crom is asking about slabs. Crom, you have a very like specific collection type. I don't know if I have any you're interested in.
I can help you. He's only looking for first appearances, but other people might be looking for other things.
I'll show like a smattering of the more interesting slabs I have. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Pop sequentialism. Always love having Matt in the house. Got signed Marat Michaels, Snake Eyes Dead Game, number 198. If you're a Marat fan or a Snake Eyes fan, let me know if you're interested in that. I didn't have it priced because I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in it. I've got a first appearance of Carnage, or at least the full appearance of Carnage in a 9.4. So again, we're just being pretty cash here. If anybody has any interesting thing, just let me know. Nice entry grade copy of first appearance of Jubilee in an 8.0. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Thank you, Twitch.
Huh?
Always a hive of bots and
villainy.
Yeah. First appearance of this little character named Rogue in an 8.0.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good, but two different people. Avengers Annual 10.
Bronze, I go 25 on that if you want it.
And what grade do you think it is?
I'd say it's probably like a VF plus, probably. Maybe near mint minus. It's pretty nice.
Did you go 20 on it?
Yep.
All right.
All you have to do is ask.
Again, chat, chime in if you want anything because I'm not trying to steal from the chat here. I don't see anybody asking about it in there either. So, got the first appearance of that's in there. Sorry for the post-it note there, but at least you see the price easily. This was at the show. First appearance of Spider-Man Noir, very timely. Nicolas Cage is going to be reprising his role in an ongoing series. Spider-Man Noir number 1 in a 9.6. You know what? If you're inclined to submit this again, like do the whole crack press resubmit, I submitted it and I thought it was a 9.8 shoe-in. I don't. There's no notes on or anything like that. I don't know what held it back, but I think it's like a $450, $500 book in a 9.8. Last time I looked, and maybe it's gone down or something like that. But 9.6 for $275, not bad. And if you're into doing that, more power to you.
Did you see the video on? What the investor guy, Dave?
Oh, I don't watch his videos, so no.
Book investments. He did well. He had an interesting one where he cracked and resubmitted a bunch, like probably like 200 plus books, and the way it swung so wildly was crazy. Some of them went from like 7s to 9s, and it was. I think his tally at the end of the thing. I think he had like 78. He got a grade bump, and 20 he stayed the same or went down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think this is a cool book.
Last Cap book I have is Cap Annual number 11. I think it's a key of some sort. It's a part of the King, Citizen King thing. So that's the last Cap.
Muscly boy. So this is a really cool. It's hard to do the cover justice on here. It's a Big Time Collectibles foil Darth Vader cover, right? But it's John Jang did a Grogu remark on it and signed it. I've got it for $150. It's a 9.4 CGC yellow label. And it is witnessed, not verified. This was before they were doing that, I believe. Yeah, but John Jang cover, John Jang remark, foil Big Time Collectibles, which was, I believe, limited. The actual book is Star Wars Adventures number 1. So sorry I can't get that to show up very well to see the Darth Vader part, but I mean you can see the remark very well there. $150 on that. Zhang Jiang charges a bit for his stuff, so that's pretty cool. I got 2 more slabs I'll show really fast, and then I can let Bigby show some more stuff. First Omega Red, more of that Jim Lee goodness, and a 9.6. If you're interested in that, let me know. And then I've got a 7.0 ASM 252 CBCS. So first black suit.
What do you got on that?
Or tie. I'd probably do this for 125. And it is the check mark on the CBCS slab, which lets you know that it presents better than the grade. That's one of their grading benchmarks.
Gotcha.
So Popsequential said 100 CBCS to CGC slabs, and most got much higher grades from CGC. Now, okay, so then my question is, because I definitely know Pop watched the video from that comment, and you watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Did he send them to be cross-holdered, as in he sent them in the CBCS slabs, or did he send them cracked?
So say I asked him that question. I said, did you crack all the slabs yourself? And all I got was a thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, I think he did.
I feel like that's a big piece of information there.
Right.
Because it could play to some bias on CGC's part.
Yeah, because they don't want to grade higher than CBCS.
Or if, I mean, they say they don't know who's submitting, but he's a very well-known, especially with his father, is a very well-known member of the community. You might say like, oh, maybe it would look cool if people think, well, if you resubmit a bunch of books, you might get a higher grade.
There's that.
I don't know. That's as close as I get to tinfoil when it comes to comics. Cracked and resubmitted, possibly clean and pressed though. Yeah, which that makes a huge difference.
Right.
If they're clean and pressed.
Right.
So a 9.6 from CBC.
All right, I'll search some stuff and people just chime in if you see something you want.
Chat, not just me.
Either you or the chat. Sandman Orpheus special. This is the one with the glow in the dark. Here's your booty cover.
True.
Even know this. Okay.
While you're pulling your next book, I just want one last plug I want to give for the EXP shows coming on tomorrow night. Kicking it with Henri. Henri Compen is a comic book creator, a writer who also sells comics on the EXP every Tuesday night at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Congratulations to him. He did his, I think it was his 3rd consecutive sellout on his launches, by the way. So
nice.
Very cool. Popsequentialism wants to know the condition of your Orpheus special.
Let's take a look.
Hey, no worries, Son of Crom. Yeah, I figured I might not have anything that was right up your alley, but I do have a bunch of slabs, and if you're ever looking for anything special, just let me know. More than happy to help out.
No spine ticks, no creases or wrinkles in the cover. The only thing I can see wrong with it is slight blunting on the very. Whoops! Can you see that?
There you go.
Slight blunting on the top.
Oh yeah, I can see the white.
Yeah. Everything else is beautiful on it.
Is that part of the art in the middle of that blue square in the middle of the spine, or is that a tick? I can't really tell.
It looks like the art.
That's what I thought. Okay,
it's
just want to make sure
it's glow in the dark material. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that, Pop. I'll give you a good deal on
it. I don't have an AF-15, Son of Crom.
I got like a stack of them. You know what?
There's one person in the chat who may have an AF-15, maybe, but I don't want to out them if they have one or not. How much would Pop would like to know, as in Matt?
I think last time I looked it up, it was $16 or $17. How about $10, Pop, if you want it?
Henri Compen's Yi Sun Shin series is fantastic. I have all of them, even a hardcover. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Crom, I have such a hard time keeping up with what you have, brother. You got a crazy eclectic collection. Pop will claim that.
Okay, you got it.
Matt, there is a form that we'd ask you to fill out. It is pinned in the EXP chat if you're watching that right now, or it is highlighted above in the chat right there. and it helps us get your shipping information and send you the invoice. Really painless to fill out.
things.
Oh, there we go. Jay is nice enough to throw it in chat for you.
Yeah.
What else? What else is born? Oh, I threatened to show some Fantastic Four.
You should do that because Fantastic Four is hot. Hot right now.
Where did I put my Fantastic Four? That's a better question.
And what was Pop's first name?
Matt.
Yeah. Okay.
I certainly hope
Sorry,
he's cool.
Matt, but I
with
did
that.
not know your first name.
So for Classic FF, got the part of the 2-part Return of Jean Grey in FF 286 for $5. Got the new FF lineup for the new Fantastic Four in FF 348. Arthur Adams cover.
I should have grabbed some bags and boards to bring up here.
That's $5. Got the I can never remember which is which, and I want to say it's FF 370, but it's the embossed cover. I think it's the wedding issue. I think that's the second printing, and the white is the first printing. Can't remember. I got it for 75 cents, so it doesn't really matter that much. If you want it, it's cheap. Peach Momoko and Doctor Doom, those are both really hot things right now. How about an awesome Doctor Doom Peach Momoko cover for $1? There you go.
$1. Somebody
For a
just
buck.
said something about.
For $1.
Somebody just said something about Peach.
Well, I talk about peaches all the time on this show, Bigby. And then you know what? Just a bunch of modern variants I pulled. Ken, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for filling out the form, Matt.
Thank you, Ken.
For $5, you can get a bunch of FF modern variants. I'll just show them all real fast. Some kind of cool covers there.
Oh, the Orpheus cover? I think that's not Peach. That's Dave McKean, I think.
So a bunch of FF for $5. And then the last one, I love Sue Storm, kind of going through a bit of a renaissance thanks to Marvel Rivals right now. I think they call this the Masterworks
Peach
variants.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it is a Masterworks cover.
For $1. For $1. So anyways, I just, threatened to show
How about
some
some cool Batgirl covers? Anybody want?
Ooh, I'm always interested in those. Oh, you said Batgirl. I think you said Bad Girl.
Well, she could be.
I actually like that too, though.
There's a bondage.
We appreciate you making butt jokes, Jay. That's is that the last issue there on the top or something?
37?
Oh no, there's something about that cover that
I think that's God, what's his name? Is that Art Germ? Maybe it might be an Art Germ cover. An early one.
He did a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, it might be an early one. But anyway.
Slurp, slurp.
If he wants all 3 of those Batgirls, I'll give them to you for $6. Wheeling and dealing. How about an Afterlife with Archie #1 Halloween Comic Fest? Anybody want that?
Oh, hey, Eddie, he's into Halloween covers.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if he's still in here or not.
So we got Deadpool 55. Just random Deadpool issue.
I love it. We got a few more minutes, so definitely show off what you can.
Ultimate Spidey 11. Grendel Warchild #1, first appearance of Grendel Prime. Vertigo special. I think this is the first appearance of the Death High Cost of Living storyline. Bunch of cool short first parts of the Vertigo stories in that one. Eddie, yes, you did hear Halloween. I had a Afterlife with Archie Halloween Comic Fest #1. If you're interested in that.
Got a Whitman Battlestar Galactica.
Give it to you for $3. I don't know. It might be worth way more than that. I don't know.
Midnight
It is
Suns.
the #1.
I got a Nakayama Virgin, Death of Elsa Bloodstone. $5.
You got a Death of Colossus.
Oh, and then somebody was asking about Captain Marvel. I know they wanted a different number, but this is a really cool book. Captain Marvel 29. It's the first appearance of Uranus.
Mayanus?
Uranus.
That's what I said. Mayanus.
Uranus.
Vertigo special. Looking it up.
So there's some Marvel books for you. What else did I do? Hottest book on the planet. Doesn't get hotter than this first appearance of Taylor Swift in her own series. Oh wait, no. Dazzler #1, $5. Generation X #1, Foily Goodness, $2. So shiny. A very mid to low grade copy of X-Men versus X-Men and Teen Titans, $4. Has been touched by water at some point, but no mold or anything like that. They did find Black Hawk on Uranus. You gotta take another shower now, Eddie.
Pop, how about $3 for the Vertigo special?
Just trying to get Jay in trouble. Correct. That is correct. If anybody saw anything at any point tonight from either myself or from Bigby that they want to complain about, no, I'm just kidding. That they want to, they got a claim there for the Vertigo special.
Oh, did he claim the? Okay.
Yeah, but if anybody has anything you saw earlier that you want to see again or make an offer on, just let me know. Go ahead.
This is first. What's his name from X-Men '97? The big bad.
On Bastion.
First Bastion. Thank you, Bob. I'll get that with your other Sandman.
Very special issue of Black Hawk. What do you got on that first Bastion? I think I sold that issue years ago.
Let's take a look.
Chat, anything you guys want, you take priority. Just let me know. Or as Lobo calls him, Bastichin. I can't say that, but that's
Bastiches.
Yeah, Bastichin.
That's it's 3 3s. 333. X-Men 333.
Reminds me of that movie Johnny Dangerously. Did you ever see that movie?
A long time ago. I don't remember it right.
There's like the Italian mobster, and he's like, "There's a bunch of farging ice holes."
Fargan. Oh yeah. Fargan ice holes.
Bunch of bastiches. Yeah, it's a good one. I haven't watched that in probably 15 years or something, but let me see it. Yeah, so once again, kind of last call for me. I mean, I showed a ton of stuff. If anybody wants any of it or they want another look at it, you just let me know. Yeah, Joe Piscopo. Yep.
$10 bronze?
$10?
Yeah.
I mean, for $8, you can put it in my stack.
For $8? You got it.
Put it in my stack. Reminder for everybody that ordered from me tonight, you are going to get one of the new Dr. Plagueis edition Bronze Age Nerd stickers. I throw in trading cards and all kinds of freebies into my boxes, usually. Pardon me.
First new X Factor.
Speaking of Peter David, been in the news recently.
First Nasty Boys.
If you're nasty.
Some sort of a Deadpool domino key. I don't remember what, but just maybe Deadpool appearance.
I don't remember that either.
What's that?
I don't remember which one. I know. Yeah, I know the cover, but
another Deadpool appearance. Anybody into Crossed? Let's see if I can show the covers.
Do you have the run?
We had some horror people in here. Crossed Badlands number 20. You got this guy freaking out on the outside, and the other guy covered in blood with a knife on the other side of the door.
So just so you know, Bigby, unless somebody pipes up wanting to see something we showed, I'd say we should go for probably a few more minutes, and then we're probably going to wrap it up because we're
good
out of normal in time. For those expecting our original art segment that we do for community art, pieces that were submitted this week, I'm going to push to next week. And we do have a lot of news we're going to go over next week as well. That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
I'm scared to read Crossed. I've never read it.
It's a scary book.
I've heard lots of stories about it.
All right, I'm gonna skip Cross because nobody's saying anything. So I have a lot of Cross. I know it's hard to find. I've heard from people. So if anybody, you can read. If you guys see stuff, if you're watching on the replay, reach out to Bronzer Eye on Instagram, and we can hook you up on books too.
I mean, if you just if you want to join my Discord, I have like a looking to buy, looking to sell section on there. Oh, that's cool.
Amazing Heroes 115, Klaus Janson, Punisher Daredevil. That's pretty timely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interview there.
But you always submit those requests for us.
Gun Honey variant.
Do you know who did that cover? I don't think I've seen that one before.
It's Gun Honey number 1.
That narrows it down.
Copic.
Oh, okay. The markers themselves.
No, Copic cover by Derek Chu. Okay, Derek Chu.
Okay.
Yeah. You want that one?
I used to have the maybe close.
How much? How much to what, John? The Gun Honey?
That actually looks a little different than Derek Chu's normal stuff to me.
It actually says that it's in the fine print at the bottom. It says Derek Chu. So,
oh no, I'm not doubting it. And it looks like that's. Oh no, that's a different. He did a Collision Course cover too. Yes, for John.
Okay, I am efforting to find a price for you.
Ooh, I gotta find this Collision Course cover he did. That's cool.
Wow, there are a lot of covers to this book.
I was going to say number 1 doesn't narrow it down much.
Right.
Oh, okay. So it's Collision Course second print.
Oh, Collision Course. Yep. Yeah, it's Collision Course second print number 1.
There we go. Because there's a version of that that's like looks very much more like a Derek Chu cover. The first print. That's a cool cover. I have way too many Gun Honeys. Speaking of which, yeah, if anybody wants like any of the Adam Hughes Gun Honey or something like that, let me know. Good. Sorry.
I said, John, how about $4?
$4. That's a freaking good deal, I bet.
Probably. I still haven't even scrolled down to find it yet. So now I'll be like, oh shit, it's like a $30 book or something,
Someone should choose it. Looks like you got a sale there, brother.
Oh, you just got a great deal, John. I should have looked at that first. It was like $17.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go, John.
I hadn't even found it yet. I shouldn't have spouted a number. I said 4, right?
I believe so. so many good Gun Honey covers. This is Bigby sells books while Bronze scrolls through Gun Honey covers.
Gun Honey covers, all right.
Ooh, this Talavera cover is hot. Nice. But yeah, I've got like the original Adam Hughes Jetpack exclusives and stuff. The Virgins, all that, you know. Not much Virgin about Gun Honey, but I do have some of those covers.
You know what? Is that in the bag?
I have some of the naughty covers too. Yeah, the Gun Honey just sold to John. Jeez, that's what got Eddie out of his Halloween and Toonie cover.
John, or John or Eddie, if either one of you are interested. Still, I didn't notice this. There is a crease on this cover between, I don't know if you can see it, her arm and the gun. Can you kind of, let's see. There's a crease on it.
I believe you.
So it'd still be $4, but I want to let you know if you let me know if you still want it for $4.
Well, Eddie, if I'd known you were up for booby books, we could have had a lot more fun earlier.
John, do you still want it for $4? That's when you know there's a little crease. I mean, not a little crease, an evident crease that I missed when I purchased this book.
She has a significant crease.
It doesn't hurt the viewership of the book.
I was talking about her crease.
Pleasure.
We usually on EXP I get started at startled at? You get startled at? Man, I can't believe somebody would startle you. The nerve. He's filling out the form all right.
All right, well.
Yeah, I didn't really pack too many booby books for the shows, but I've got plenty of that kind of stuff. I mean, not like the full Monty. I don't have a lot of that stuff, but I mean, no one's looking at the arm. Good point, Jay.
Right. Okay, more books to show. Rocketeer sketch cover.
There's nothing on it.
There isn't. I think you just got this book, Bronze. This one?
Oh, yeah.
First Cassandra Cain.
Yep. Which I did already have a copy of, but I was like, it doesn't hurt to have a second copy.
First Victor Zaz.
Yeah. I read that whole series off the rack when I was a kid. I actually really liked it. Like, he gets sent to Arkham.
First,
Ultimate Iron Man?
No. First Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury.
Oh, right.
Before he ever said he would be Nick Fury.
They willed that into the world.
This is a key. I don't remember what it is. X-Men 100.
X-Men 100. There you go. Anniversary issue.
X-Men 95. Wolverine revealed to be a Horseman of Apocalypse.
Milligan is the most underrated writer.
I think this is the first cameo of Bastion. I don't. It's a key of some sort.
It sounds about right.
But I think it's his first cameo Bastion.
Bastion.
Avengers versus X-Men. This issue, I think this is a good key because Wanda and Hope get together and say, "No more Phoenix," and they bring all the mutants back. Because remember, all the mutants, they were down to how many mutants? There was hardly any mutants left.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact. It was like 200 or something.
Yeah. It's a cool cover of Nice House by the Sea.
I never got that far in that series. I need to go back and read it. It was a cool concept.
First Demon Bear?
Oh, yeah.
Wildcat Special? Charest and Jim Lee? Or Charest?
That AVX is also the first appearance of Sprite.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any Jeff
Pop
Darrow
wants to know about
fan?
Demon Bear.
How much on Demon Bear? Yeah, this is probably it's probably a VF copy. Gosh, I don't even know what the.
Well, you look it up. I'll answer Eddie's question here. So, Eddie, the best way to sell slabs, you might be asking the wrong guy. But a lot of people like, well, especially for Iron Man 1 and Submariner 1 and stuff like that. A lot of people like short boxed. It's kind of easy to list on there. I think eBay is pretty good too, because if you're talking about a slab, the grade's known. You know, people aren't going to be like necessarily questioning the grade or the value or any of that kind of stuff as much. You might do okay on eBay. I think short box is a really solid way to go, though.
This is a VF is like $12 to $13. So how about $10 on the Demon Bear if you want?
Well, I mean, everybody takes a percentage, right? So that's the thing. You know, some people don't like dealing with eBay buyers is part of the problem. Yeah, short boxed. It's an app that specializes in selling. They sell raw books now, but mostly slabs.
$8 is a deal, Pop. You got it.
Excuse me. Other than that, you know, there are some selling forums.
There's one of the hosts of this show that really likes like Silver Age first appearances like that.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. That's actually where I was going to go is, you know, hook up with somebody you know that sells comics or deals comics, and ask them if they're interested in either consigning or selling them for you, or buying them from you to sell or whatever, you know.
Or I would definitely like if there's stuff. I'm sure I have. Ron's can attest to. I have a bazillion books. I'm sure I have stuff you'd like to trade for.
Yeah.
Hey, Bronze, real quick, I want to hop in here and tell John that I will get with Kyle to make sure, because all these get emailed. Like, I don't know if the email goes to y'all.
It goes to each of us.
Okay, so if you check, if they check it and you're not on there, John, the next time I see you, we'll just send you another form and just refill it out.
John, were you out of the room when there was? I noticed there's a crease on this gun, honey, up on the corner. Do you still want it? It books for like $17, so I'm giving it to you for $4. But there's a crease up here by her arm. So.
And John, you did miss the Catwoman 43, but no sweat. I've got it posted on there, and we'll get you taken care of.
Let me know if you still want that, John. Just give me a yes, please, or a no thanks, or that's fine. I was gonna say Jeff Darrow. Any Jeff Darrow fans? Shaolin Cowboy, goodness.
Yeah, and Eddie, like I know some people that would probably do consignment on some bigger books like that sell to. So more than welcome to talk to me if you want to.
A couple of them in Mignola covers.
Mignola.
This book is crazy. First Ninjak.
That's a good one. Yeah, for sure, man. For anybody who can't claim or wants to reach out about any of the books, and I can get you in touch with Bigby if you do this too. The Bronze Age Nerd, all one word, at gmail.com is my email address. Feel free to hit me up. More than happy to, talk about offers, claims, any of that kind of stuff.
Savage Dragon, God versus the Devil issue. Adam Hughes, Rocketeer. Oh, here we go. There's the Sandman, the #1, the Netflix cover.
Oh, yeah. So Bigby, you might want to show your last couple of books and then.
Okay. Somebody was asking about Classic X-Men, right?
They wanted Classic X-Men 36 36 or 39. I can't remember.
Is that the?
I think that was Ken or Chris. I think early in the show.
Second appearance of Batman Who Laughs.
Oh yeah, is that the? Okay, yeah, that's the second. All right.
Yeah. First appearance of Family Guy in comics.
Nice. Do you happen to have that that smaller Rick and Morty comic that was in DVDs?
No, the real Morty. No, I don't have that one. The Classic X-Men number 3 and 14.
I love that 3 cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This was what's the name of the character? Is his name End? I think his name's Endgame. It's a big mutant bad guy. So first full and cameo appearance of Endgame.
I feel like Gandalf. I have no memory of that character.
Ouch. That didn't do good. That's bad. Don't smoosh your comics.
Oh, it was awesome sauce for the Classic X-Men. Thank you, Jay. I'm talking to him later this week, so I don't know. Well, he's looking for a specific issue, but if you have that, let me know.
Yeah, I think it was 39 was the one he was saying he wanted. I was in the chat or watching. Geiger number 1, the glow in the dark cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, hey, this is on the hey, this is a hot book. Okay, so Grendel, Black, White, and Red number 1.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, actually, I just saw this on Comic Tom the other day. I mean, I don't watch that. You got to be in the know somehow, right?
That's a great question. I'll give you the quick answer to that in 1 second. Let me pull up what I'm still looking for. So my there you go.
The Return of Scarlet Witch as a villain.
I mean, if you guys want it.
Yeah, it's on the. It was on the hot list of the.
It was on some idiot's top 5 not to buy list too.
What was it on your top 5 not to buy? Yeah.
I mean, maybe. My Trinity is still giant size X-Men number 1, Hulk 181, and X-Men number 1 for like my huge books. Bigger books I'm interested in. Action 252 for Supergirl. Amazing Spider-Man 100. Batman 227. The Dirty Pair Adam Hughes Planet Comics cover. First Elektra. I'm looking for a copy of Captain Britain number 8. An affordable copy of that.
Yeah, first Betsy.
Yeah.
This is a cool cover.
Oh, that's cool. Still catches my eyes, all the chromium. X-Men 12, first Juggernaut.
This the first new Aquaman lad or Aqua Dude. I don't remember.
Aqua Dude.
Aqua Dude.
What else
First
am I
White
looking for?
Lantern.
Oh, Detective 359, first Batgirl. Those are some of the bigger books I'm looking for.
No, here we go. Here's Born Again, Part 1.
Ooh. Let me double check, Eddie. No, let me type it into chat.
Space Coast number 1. First Parliament of Trees. Also first Man Thing in Swamp Thing.
So there it is across all the channels for anybody that needs it. Oh, which that's not first Thrag, but what's the key on that one?
I don't know what the key is on this one.
I'm pretty sure it's a key.
It's just the Invincible issue.
The later Invincible keys, for some reason, I can never remember which one's which.
I love this cover. This is just amazing. Because you can just imagine what a blind guy like Daredevil, like with Venom coming around and be like, what the hell is happening?
I'm trying to
drag.
Yeah.
That's some more Sandman.
You gotta wrap it up soon, man.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm sure Jay is really wanting to crash.
He's like, I'm dying here. These old Sandmans are so hard to tell what issue number they are. Number 43. Sandman 43.
Let me check my junk just in case it went there, Eddie. Nope.
Sandman Endless Night Special.
Sorry for the coughs, everybody. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold.
Twilight Zone number 1.
Like usual.
And I'll stop there. So if you saw anything you want, chime out here in a little bit. And
somebody's getting some sausage and potatoes.
Who, what?
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Did he ever say yes or no on that gun, honey?
I believe he said yes, but that could be my memory. He said that's fine, Bigby.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Didn't want to give him something that was bedinged.
We've had plenty of dinguses on here tonight. I think one more ding isn't gonna hurt you. Yeah. Right. So last reminder: if anybody saw anything they wanted from earlier in the show, if you're watching on the replay, hit us up in the comments. Hit us up at the email I posted into the live chat. Hit us up anywhere on social media. Next week's going to go back to a regular show. We just wanted to kind of do a claim sale as kind of an experiment, see what you guys thought about it. Also, feedback on that. You know, if you want us to do claim sales in this time slot, or if you want us to do it like on a Saturday or a different day or whatever, let us know. We just kind of thought we'd play around with it. Next week, we'll be back with the regular show, 8 p.m. Pacific on the Best Coast.
Scheduled stuff.
Yeah. With our regular, I was reading Dirty Dingus McGee while I was trying to say that, which was difficult.
Dirty Dingus McGee was difficult. Dirty Dingus McGee.
It was very hard. Yeah, he really wants it. Okay.
Thank you guys for grabbing stuff from me, and I apologize for showing up late.
Not your fault, man.
But yeah, and you guys will get, thanks to Plagueis, stickers from me too. So
stickers coming your way. Hit us up on the forum if you haven't already. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the show. We love spreading the love of comics to all of you out there. That's absolutely one of the core values of this program. Yeah, have a great night, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys.